You look like a British gentleman.
Hi, welcome to Tack Up and Ride with Ryan, episode 1. I guess we're getting right into it because Ryan edited this really quickly. So my first step when I tack up is always to pick out their feet. If I don't do it first, I forget. So that's not good. Then I sprayed him with this homemade fly spray that my friend made for me and put on my little hands-on glove. I only use the right one because my left hand is useless. And I do his little face and then his body. And then I grab my flick brush, brush it all off. He gets into it. He gets real into the face brushing moment. And then he got mad because Maggie got put next to him. He doesn't like friends. Then I brush out his little forelock so he doesn't look like a British gentleman anymore. And his mane. And then he's like, maybe Maggie's pretty. So he looks at her for a minute, but then he decides no, not my type. Then I wipe off his little nostrils, and he always plays with the rag. He's very strange. He's a weird man. And here's the exciting part, because I'm trying out these new Kavallerie Pro K 3D air mesh tendon boots today. So personally, I'm not actually a big fan of using boots. I'm more of a polo wrap gal or not use boots at all type gal. But these sparked my interest because they're super breathable, they have mesh lining all around and vents in the back, and the main reason I don't like using boots is because of the heat buildup on the legs, so I appreciate that a lot. And then they obviously have the hard shell to protect from impact and everything, and they also absorb shock. Boop. Okay, then I go to put my saddle on. I'm using this Butte pad, and then my saddle's Butte. I just failed miserably at putting it on. That was embarrassing. The half pad is Equifit. The girth is a Smart Pack memory foam girth. I really like it, and it's very cheap. And yeah, I'm not sponsored by Butte, by the way, but if they want to sponsor me, I will take it. And then I go to put my bridle on. This is my jump bridle. It's a hack a bit, so it gives nose pressure and obviously has a little bit of a leverage bit. I'm sure that people are going to come after me for that, but you know what? It works for us, so leave me alone. And then we go to get on. So here I go, getting on. Cute, cute, and then walking into the ring. Little model walk moment. And then I always give Beckham about 10 minutes of just like a free walk on a loose rein. Excuse me. Because he's a little bit older, and I think walk warm up is very important anyway for any horse. Here's a close-up of the boots. My good friend Ingrid filmed this video for me, and she tried so hard. It was so cute. And then I shorten my reins up, and I start doing little bending exercises at the walk. And then I'll loosen my reins again, go back to free walk, and then back to a collected walk to kind of warm up his back and just work on those medium to free walk transitions. And then I bend him the other way, do that little free walk the other way, and then pick up my trot. The man is just chilling. And then we do a little counter bend of the trot. I love me some counter bend. It's so easy, but so good, and it just stretches their whole body out if you do it the right way. Change of direction, and then I think we come up the 3 trot poles. And he drifts right a little bit, which is kind of embarrassing, but it's okay. I think we fixed it this time. That was better. He gets so fancy over trot poles. He's so cute. Then we do them the other way. I think he gets distracted. Yeah, he got distracted by something at the end of the arena. So he like forgot that we were doing trot poles, but then he fixed it. He got it together. And then here we are just hanging out, chilling before we do our canter work. Words are hard, I'm sorry. Here's another close-up of the boots. Ingrid really got into the boot close-ups. I appreciated it. A little canter transition. Why do I keep saying counter? My hands are kind of all over the place. Oh, you know what? He was still distracted by something at the end of the ring, so I was trying to like get him to focus. Then we come up our outside line and just casually go up the outside line of poles, and then come down. He got a little excited about that lead change, so he was like, I'm taking the long one. And I was like, okay, you do you. And then we canter the other way, down the line again. It's a a little short coming out, but you know what? It was downhill. And then we start our course. So we go up these 3 trot poles with a canter transition on a straight line, bending to this pole. And then down these diagonal poles. I started this as just poles and then I added a few little jumps. Cute, cute. Beckham loved his lead change over that jump every time. And then up our outside line again. Casual. I can get lines when they're poles, but not jumps. You will see that later. And then back down our trot poles. This is always a struggle for him, like trotting at the end of a course or anything, so this was good for him. And then a little halt and some pats, because he's a good boy. So I think Ingrid started the video a little bit late, but this is just the same course with little jumps. I just did little ones because the footing wasn't great, and I don't know, I was just kind of feeling like a more techie low jump day. So yeah, but that crossroad was cute. And then up the outside line, which is a pole, to a small vertical. Just working on like my eye and getting the numbers right in lines because I can never seem to do that. And then back down our trot poles. I think he gets a little frisky here. He said, I don't trot poles, I canter them. Then I said, chill, we have a halt now, so you gotta chill. And then we pick up the canter and add on the other cross rail at the end. Cute. My shoulders were so hunched on this day, it really bothered me, but it is what it is. And then we do it again. Right back at it. Oh no, you know what? We switched the course, that's why I'm cantering. So down this cross rail, up the line, and then down the other cross rail. I think I took the poles out because Beckham was getting really frustrated with the fact that he had to trot, and I was like, you know what, you tried your best, so we'll be done with that. And then up the line, he was like, yeah, boy, up the line. Did you see his face? He got excited. Why did I just say that? That was weird. And then, why is my upper body, like, doing that? Anyway, down the crossrail, that was cute. And then we're done, because it was really hot on this day. It had rained earlier in the day, which is why the footing wasn't great and everything, and it was super humid, so I quit early. I'm a quitter. I like to quit. And then we go walk on the track to cool out. We love it out here. We love a little trail ride. Love it. The first thing I did when I untacked was take the boots off. I was curious how sweaty his legs are, and they really weren't that sweaty, so I was impressed. And then I took his saddle off. He was super sweaty. Poor thing. He said, why did you do this to me? Little lip twitches. Then I gave him Gatorade, which he gets really into, so pause for a Gatorade break. After well-deserved Gatorade, I pick out all his feet, and then I take him over to the wash rack, and I hose him down. I didn't like how abruptly I put the hose on him. That was my bad. He's not a big fan of being hosed off, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, so. And then I hose his face, which is his least favorite part. Then I cold hosed all his legs for like 5 minutes. I didn't ice him because we didn't jump that big, but I did want to cold hose him, and then I hosed off the boots. The lighting's looking a little bit weird, but just, we're gonna work with it because I need to film this today, and it is what it is. So I filmed the first part of this video that you just watched last week, almost a week ago today, and I forgot to film the review portion of this video when I filmed that video, so we're doing it today, which actually kind of worked out because I got a chance to use these boots a couple more times and like get a better feel for them. These, as you know, are the Kavallerie Pro K 3D mesh tendon boots. In the interest of being completely transparent with you, this is a sponsored video. I did get these boots for free. They were sent to me to review, but I promise I'm going to be completely and totally honest with you about them, okay? Because I value you more than anything else. Going over some of the features of these boots, They have the little latch closures. I don't know what they're actually called. Hook and eye, maybe? No, that's bras. I don't know. These little closures rather than Velcro, and they have 3 of them. Beckham is 17-2 hands, and he has very thick legs, and they go on the first or second hole for him, so keep that in mind when sizing for your own horse. I will say that I don't think that the sizing range on these boots is that amazing. On Amazon and on their website, they only offer a medium or a large. I got the large, obviously, and they're a little small on Beckham. They're not like bad, obviously. They do fit him, but I don't feel that they wrap around his legs as much as I would like, especially based on the pictures I've seen online of these boots, and they kind of go like almost to the front of the leg, and that's not what they do on him. He is a very beefy boy, so I will give them that. However, I do wish an extra large and a small were an option, just to be a little bit more like, I guess, inclusive. I don't know. But that said, they do fit him, just not like perfectly. They are a little bit snug. They have mesh lining all the way around, and the inside has little perforations to help with airflow, as well as these vents in the back that also help with airflow. One of my biggest concerns, and I talked about this while I was tacking up as well in this video, one of my biggest concerns with using boots or really any sort of leg protection is a lack of ventilation and heat buildup on the leg and the tendons. So having all of this ventilation is very good, and I do appreciate it a lot. When I rode Beckham in this video in these, it was probably 90 or 95 degrees and a solid like 20% humidity. Hence why I kind of cut the ride short, but his legs were really not that sweaty. They also, by the vents, have this like double reinforced strike plate. You can see it's kind of like lifted off the back of the boot a little bit, just to help with leg protection. And also it has the same thing on the sides of the boot. It's a little bit lifted off the sides as well, which is good. Obviously, when you have open front boots and you're jumping or doing like aggressive things in them, you want them to be protective. That's the point of them, so that is good. They also help to absorb shock. Good, we love that. We love to see it. The design of these boots is kind of meant to cradle the leg and the tendons, which helps to support them, which I love. That's part of the reason I love Polar Reps so much, is because they also do that. So having that in like a boot form is nice. I do feel like a lot more companies are kind of starting to add support into their open front boots. These boots are also machine washable, or you can hose them off after you ride, which is what I do because my mother will not allow me to put horse things in the washing machine. So I have to hose them off, but they're supposed to be machine washable, which is very nice. On a scale of 1 to 10 rating open front boots, I would give these a 9. I think that it has all of the important features, the ventilation, it cradles the tendons, and it obviously has like the strike pad, which is important, and protects the leg, which is the most important part. The reason I took away 1 point is the sizing, the lack of size range, only offering medium and large, and then also the branding on the little straps here. I don't hate it, don't get me wrong, don't hate it. However, I do feel like if you're going into like the jumper show ring, you may not want that. Maybe you do, but I feel like the overall consensus, if you asked people, would be that they didn't really want that. So I could be wrong, but that's just how I would feel. Like going into the jumper show ring, I don't know that I would want branding this apparent because it's on all of the straps. So that's another reason I took away 1 point, but obviously like that's not that big of a deal, and the design is a lot more important. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Cut the cameras. No, just kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to go buy the boots, you can use my code, but no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. I love you either way. And you can also use it on their website for other products, I believe. You should be able to. If you have any additional questions about the product or anything, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer. Okay, bye.